everybody, and welcome back to the Instant Classic Review. As always, my name is David Babel, and it's a pleasure to have you guys here back on the channel. Now, in our last review, we took a look at the WWE United States Championship, the current version, that debuted back in 2020 by MVP during the feud with Bobby Lashley and Apollo Crews. Today, we're going to take a look at another United States Championship, but this one comes from the days of WCW. Now, this particular version, if I remember correctly through my history banks and researching everything, came around in late 1995, early 1996 in WCW, and if I'm not mistaken, Conan was the very first person to hold this particular version of the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship. And we're talking guys like Ric Flair would hold this version, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Jeff Jarrett, Steve Mongo McMichael, Diamond Dallas Page, Kurt Hennig, Raven, a guy who had a really long winning streak named Bill Goldberg, so many guys. Sid Vicious would hold this particular version of the championship. Booker T, Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner would hold this particular version. So in this review, let's take a look at the WCW 3-plated United States Championship. This is CNC quality, made by Epic Quality Titles, who you can find on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. The maker, his name is Fardeen Ahmed. So if you guys are ready for this review, I'm very ready to do it. Let's get into it. Alright guys, after that long-winded introduction and the little intro promo package that I put together, let's take a look at this Epic Quality title made CNC WCW 3-plated United States Championship. Now, you guys probably saw the short of this, which, by the way, thank you guys so much. That is my most liked short on my channel. So thank you so much for that kind of love. So this here is that very championship. I got this championship from Stephen Hammer at a really great price. It is the standard price that Fardeen Ahmed at Epic Quality Titles charges. If you'd like to know that price, I'm more than welcome to message you privately for that. Or you could speak with Epic Quality Titles. They will tell you the price as well. Now, what's very unique about this championship, and we'll go into detail on it, is the texturing right here on the main plate. Now, the WCW United States Championship never had texturing. It was a flat surface. There was no texturing, no nothing to it on the main plate. And Fardeen Ahmed at Epic Quality Titles added that nice little feature there, and I thought it was a really nice touch to the belt. But let's go ahead and take a look at this belt. If you can look right here at the leather quality around the snap box, the tooling right there, it's so nicely done. And these snaps, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. What can I say? It's the standard 2x5 that was part of the United States Championship for WCW at that time. Absolutely amazing. Come to the property plate. This is the Joe Marshall property plate. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think on the very first version of the 3-plated United States Championship, the Joe Marshall property plate also had his number to contact him to have work done. And what's really neat about this property plate too is that has some texturing in it as well, as you can see, which was very nicely done, absolutely done. As you can see some clamshell tooling around the plates here, which that was very nicely done. Sits in very nicely. We come to our first side plate right here. It says World Championship Wrestling. Got some wrestlers, can somewhat see it, not all the way, but it's there. And it's got that nugget texturing there on the side plate, which is really, really nice. I kind of dig that. We then come to the center plate. You have that classic WCW logo. Now, if you were to get a real version of this very championship, it won't say WCW, it'll say WOW. And that's only because of trademark purposes with WWE owning the WCW name and everything. So, yeah. Of course, you have United States, and then you have the Heavyweight Wrestling Champion banner. Now, this is almost similar in a way to when Cody Rhodes debuted the old school version of the White Intercontinental back in 2012. The texturing, the lettering is almost the same on it. That again was done by Joe Marshall, if I'm not mistaken. But since that design was owned by Midwest, Milliken, and all them, WWE had to get it redone and everything. So yeah. But back to this. You have the nice eagle right here, which was very prominent with the United States Championship. When it transitioned over to WWE, they kind of took that part out, which I wish they would have had that in there. In the newer version, you have that. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go check out my last review on the current version of the WWE United States Championship. You got the American flag right here. It's in the shape of the United States. You got your 4 stars, blue background, red, white, and red striping there. You also have 2 American flags, one right here, and then you have another one right down here. You have this nice floral pattern on each side of the main plate. You got the stars in the banner. At least up here you do. So yeah. We come to this side plate right here. It's the exact same on the other side. And then we come to this nice leather right here. The 2x8 snap. You can see the... Let's see if I can get it just right. The Epic Quality Title stamp right there. Right there. There it is right there. So, and the leather on this is tremendously floppy. I love it. As we take a look at the back, it is a very smooth backing. Very smooth. And on the original, on all real belts, it's covered. A lot of WWE replicas nowadays, they're doing the exact same thing with the replicas. So, just giving you that heads up, we decided to buy a replica from WWEshop.com. You can see the curve a little bit. You can see it right here too when I hold it down flat like this. This is how the belt will look folded as I hold it in my hand. The back view of it. Forward view. This is a little heavy. This is about 8 pounds. And this is how the belt will sit on the shoulder. Very nice. I mean, I can just remove my arm and it'll sit right there by itself. You know? Side view fits just nicely. Very nicely. And then you've got the back view right there. So that's always nice. Now, as always, this is what it'll look like. Hold it again. You can see the floppiness of the leather. It's very floppy. I mean, very nice. Folds over nicely. And as we learn from our good buddy Stephen Hammer, our snap test, it lines up just nicely. Unsnaps very nicely. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been my review of the WCW CNC 3-plated United States Heavyweight Championship. Thank you so much for joining me in this review. I am so looking forward to doing more reviews here back up on the channel, getting more followers and everything like that, and just bringing more fun to the whole belt community. Whether you like your belts from overseas, you get them from shop, whatever the case may be, I don't judge. What makes you happy makes me happy. I just want to show you my collection and be very proud of it. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this review, and we'll see you next time here on the Instant Classic Review.